Up next, the link between carbon monoxide poisoning and your water heater. Stay with us.
Here is a scary statistic. It's estimated that over 40,000 Americans will unintentionally be poisoned by carbon monoxide each year, and 500 of those people will die. It's important not only to have a CO detector, but to have regular maintenance on your water heater and heating systems. Carissa Richardson with Benjamin Franklin Plumbing is here to educate us. Hello, Carissa. Good morning.
Hi, Amy. How are you today?
Good to see you. Okay,
Good.
What exactly is this carbon monoxide poisoning, and why is it such an important health issue?
Well, carbon monoxide is colorless, odorless, tasteless. So you don't know it's there, and that's the biggest problem. Most people don't even realize that there's a problem, and if you go to the doctor, you'll have flu-like symptoms, and it's often not diagnosed.
Because it's not something we automatically look for.
Right, exactly.
Okay, well, what else do we need to know about it?
Well, the Virginia Tech scare a few weeks ago really brought this to attention, so that's why I wanted to let people know that carbon monoxide is caused by your water heater or your heating system.
Okay.
So you need to have those checked annually. We have a 14-point water heater tune-up that we do for $139, so it's not expensive.
Oh.
And they check all of those things and make sure that the carbon monoxide is going through the roof, not into your home.
You know, we were just talking about that before your segment. I was saying, I wonder how they check and how do they know it's there, it's colorless, odorless, tasteless, but we can have someone professional come out like yourself and say, this is present or it's not present.
Exactly. So often when we do an inspection, I mean, this is the flue pipe that's supposed to go up through the roof, and we'll find that this is not connected all the way, or maybe it doesn't go through the roof, which means the carbon monoxide is in your attic or in your home, and it's not being dissipated the way it should be.
Okay, now are we hearing more about this than we used to be hearing about this?
Absolutely. The problem is most homes have air conditioning and heating systems, and we have tighter homes now because of energy efficiency. So we're tightening our homes, and it's trapping the carbon monoxide in our home. So that's why it's important to have things
inspected.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we need to have our water heaters inspected. What other appliances can cause this?
System. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but you know, this fall your heaters will start coming on, and those should be checked every year as well. So, very important.
And we can get one of those detectors in our house too, right?
Yes, any hardware store has a carbon monoxide detector, but most people don't know to put them where your heating unit is and put one next to your water heater. Then you also put them where you sleep, outside of bedrooms, that kind of thing. So, you know, it's important to have those detectors, but it's better just to maintain your system and not produce the carbon monoxide to begin with.
I know. Okay, so you're saying flu-like symptoms because, you know, this is a scary subject, and I've never had a CO2 detector in my house before, but gosh, this could be happening in my home and we don't even know it. So it's typically flu-like symptoms. Does it happen right away?
Well, no. It can be very subtle, and it can take a long time for those symptoms to develop.
Okay.
So that's why it's important to just test. Just always test. But anytime something's burning in your home, natural gas particularly, it can give off carbon monoxide.
Okay.
So
are there certain homes that are more susceptible to this than others, perhaps older homes?
Well, again, it's just maintain your system. Yes, older homes can be more of an issue than newer ones.
Okay, so this $139 check, which is affordable really to anyone, how often do you need to do this?
Once a year.
Just about once a year?
Do your heating system once a year and your plumbing system once a year. That's all you need.
And how accurate are those detectors that we can put in our homes?
They're very accurate.
Okay.
They're very accurate if you have them.
If you have, right. I would say if you have one, it'll tell you. If you don't.
Yeah, they're very accurate, but people forget to change the batteries and those kind of things.
Yeah, like we do with our smoke detectors sometimes. How silly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes we're not distributing this outside of our house. Like you said, what causes that? It just shifts, or maybe bad installation of the pipes?
Yeah, it can shift, or you can bump a pipe in the attic. Maybe you're taking a large box up in the attic and you bump a pipe and don't realize it's disconnected.
Okay.
And then there's some faulty, there can be faulty control valves on your water heater, and that's one of the things we look for.
Yes, or your water heater could completely explode like mine did last month in the attic. That was not good. I know. It's horrible when you hear that story, right?
It is.
But it's all better now. So, all right. Well, Carissa, thank you so much for educating us on this very important subject. We thank you for being here. And for more information about water heaters, log on to Benjamin Franklin Plumbing or call 866-867-5309. All right, we're in the kitchen with Kathy Zeiss when Good Morning Texas continues.